I saved a blue-skinned girl during the war 10 years ago. Today, she returned and said, Neo-human, 10 years ago, in the burning ruins of Sector 9, I found her, a child, no more than 9, blue-skinned, bleeding and barely conscious. Her kind, the Zevarin, were enemies then. We'd been at war for 6 months. They came from beyond the Sirius Belt, claiming Earth's moons as ancestral territory. We responded the only way humans know how. Guns first, diplomacy later. I should have reported her. Should have let the med drones take her to interrogation. Instead, I hid her, wrapped her in my coat, fed her from my rations, and carried her through fire and rubble until the last drop ship left the field. I told no one. I never saw her again. Until today. I was repairing a broken sensor on the outer perimeter of Drift Station Hestia, a hollowed-out asteroid now serving as Earth's first joint post-war base. Peace with the Zevarin had come at a cost. Thousands dead, colonies scorched, and a fragile treaty that could collapse at a sneeze. That's when I saw the ship. It wasn't military. No ID codes. No warning. Just presence. It hovered above the landing pad like a phantom. Sleek, silver, alive. Then the hatch opened, and she stepped out. Tall, elegant, blue skin glowing like starlight. Silver markings dance across her arms like tattoos that move with her breath. She wore a crown of glass and bone. And her eyes, gods, her eyes locked on me. You, she said. I froze. You saved me, she continued, voice like a song wrapped in thunder. I did. She stepped closer. The soldiers at the gate moved, but she raised a hand. They froze mid-step, unable to speak. Her gaze never left me. Then hear me now, she said, voice low and shaking. Neo-human. I laughed, not because it was funny, but because it was insane. I dragged you through hell and fire, fed you my last protein bar, and lied to my own command keep you breathing. I said, you want me to kneel? Her expression didn't change. Yes. Silence. The guards watched, eyes wide but motionless, still locked by whatever force she wielded. I felt the old instinct in my spine, fight or flight, but I didn't move. Instead, I asked, why? She took another step, and her tone softened. Because I am now Vayira of the 9 stars, crowned heir of Zevarin, and speaker for the United Moons. Because the Council wishes your death, not your honor. Sounds like a great reunion. I muttered. She knelt then. She knelt before me. I blinked, stunned. I returned to offer you sanctuary, protection, legacy. But for that, I must make you mine. Symbolically, politically, my throat tightened. Make me yours. Yes, Neo, and your life becomes legend. You become the first human ever granted Zevarin shadow rights. No one can harm you, not even the Council. I stared at her. Why not just say that? Because if you still see me as the girl you saved, you never truly saw me at all. I hesitated. Then I knelt, not because she demanded it, but because I remember that girl with burned hands and tear-streaked cheeks. And the look on her face now, controlled, regal, terrified beneath the surface, wasn't much different. Fine, I said, but if you start calling me pet or subject, I'm out. She smiled, then stood. The guards gasped as the freeze lifted, and the world shifted. Within hours, I was brought aboard her ship, the Eclipse Moon. We left Earth orbit behind. Officially, I was her honored guest. Unofficially, I was leverage, a symbol that humans and Zevarin could coexist, that their princess owed her life to one of us. She never called me servant, never gave me orders. But every room I entered, they bowed to me, and she always walked one step behind. Doesn't it bother you? I asked her one night, as the stars blurred past our window. What? That your people worship someone like me just because I didn't let a kid die. She turned to me. They don't worship you. They fear what it means that I do. The politics were brutal. Assassination attempts, poisoned drinks, accidental airlock malfunctions. She shielded me every time. And I, despite my every instinct, started to care. Not for her power. For her, the woman behind the throne. The girl I'd saved. The survivor who had grown into something bigger than either of us. And then the war returned. A radical Zevarin faction stormed the royal council chambers during a diplomatic gala. Blasters, blood, fire. I got Vayira out through the side tunnels. But they followed. Keep going, she shouted. Not without you. I have guards. I have a pistol. We reached the ship. Breached hull. Emergency evac. One of the attackers, a former Zevarin general, stepped in front of us, blade humming with ion energy. You are a stain, he told her. A princess chained to a human pet. You shame us all. He raised his blade. I stepped in front of her. Took the hit. I don't remember much after that. Pain. Cold. Her voice screaming. The hum of stasis chambers. Then, light. I awoke in a palace of stone and crystal. She sat beside me, crown gone, eyes red from sleepless nights. You're awake, she whispered. You look like death. She smiled through a tear. So, what happened? You lived. Why? Because I never forgot the human who didn't walk away. She leaned down, pressed her forehead to mine. I asked you to kneel once. Now I ask something greater. I swallowed. What? Stand. Beside me. Always. I stood, and the galaxy shifted again.